India is considered as the second most flood-affected country globally. Flood affects approximately 345 million people and about 5.74 million hectares of the total land per year. Reasons: population settlement along the floodplains, erosion and siltation of the riverbanks. Till the year 2024, in Kokrajhar district, 20 communities within the close proximity of Sankosh and Damra tributaries of Brahmaputra river face the flood vulnerability associated with several risks almost every year. As a result, a large number of people are affected. Transboundary Flood Resilience Project covers 3 countries. They are Nepal, Bangladesh and India. This project is being implemented by 3 organizations. They are LWSIT India, LWF Nepal and RDRS Bangladesh with the support of resource partner ELCA. Transboundary Flood Resilience Project has been commenced since 2019-2020, though LWSIT commenced its program operation 1 year later in 2020-2021. The Transboundary Flood Resilience Project in South Asia, implemented in Assam state of India, has multi-dimensional programmatic approach which address the needs of the communities through disaster risk reduction, climate resilient program, networking, early warning system related to flood disaster and weather forecast for the community people. In TFR project, LWSIT is working on 4 objectives. First objective, communities, local self-government institutions in Brahmaputra river basin tributaries in India have increased DRM capacity and real-time information on flood early warning system. Objective 1 activities. Cluster-level DRR forum, CBD-MTF meetings to develop community grievance mechanism with special focus to riverbank erosion, inclusion of poor and vulnerable families in food security and social security schemes. Developed 20 communities by providing IEC materials, wall painting on climate change adaptation, visibility and display board. Development of village disaster management plan through PRA approach, establishing community-based resource centers at strategic locations for flood preparedness center and for multi-purpose use. Capacity building training program for LSG VCDC members. Celebration of World Environment Day. Mock drills are conducted in each community to rehearse the learning they have gained and demonstrate through action. Cluster-level DRR forum meetings are conducted involving leaders of communities such as CBD-MTF, VCDC, Gaon Bura and Peace Committee. Support for first aid, search and rescue materials. Early warning system is established and get connected with mobile network to receive the weather information from Indian Meteorological Department and Assam Agriculture University Zonal Agriculture Research Station. LWSIT is strengthening river embankment through earthwork using local resources. In order to protect the soil erosion and for better utilization of community wasteland, tree plantation, forest plants, fruit plants, and orchard development are done in selected 20 communities. Jal Jeevan Prakalp, with efforts by LWSIT, liaison and linkage established with government to provide clean, safe drinking water, is ensured to desanitize the water sources from time to time by applying chlorination under Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Scheme. Access to livelihood is done through various alternative livelihood programs such as crop insurance, livestock insurance, etc. Access to healthcare services is ensured by tapping the support from local community health center or primary health center involving government health personnel. Second objective, strengthened transboundary knowledge and practices on flood disaster risk reduction and development through exchange of information and replication of learnings and best practices using advocacy strategy. Second objective activities, study and documentation on transboundary disaster flood and cooperation between the South Asian neighboring countries, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh and India for the disaster management. Stakeholders' capacity building training on transboundary disaster flood and the role of civil society cooperation and network for disaster management. Strengthening citizen forum involving various stakeholders for effective flood response. Third objective, communities have established and utilized flood preparedness and mitigation plans and increased their coping capacity through diversified, climate-smart integrated farming systems and livelihood options. Third objective activities, organize livestock health camp and insurance camp. Since women are more vulnerable to disaster, livestock support is provided in the form of pig or goat to women-headed families to earn substantial amount of income to manage their families. Due to lack of employment opportunities, the youth are migrating to other cities in search of jobs. And now, the youth are engaged in TFR project by involving them in community-based disaster management task force. Some livelihood supports are provided to them in the form of petty business, entrepreneurship development such as salon, bicycle repairing, grocery, etc. Promotion of Farmers Field School is about people, their development and their empowerment. Promotion of climate-smart agriculture, banana plantation, cultivation of mustard, jute, maize, etc. Fourth objective, enhanced learning and understanding on DRR among school students and teachers, and strengthening coping capacity to manage the flood disasters. Fourth objective, activities on school DRR program for students and teachers in 10 schools. Support of first aid kit for schools. Children are sensitized through school DRR programs. Awareness on disaster preparedness are conducted to school students and teachers. Formation and training of school disaster management team and preparation of school disaster management plan. Preparation of school vulnerable mapping plan in 10 schools. Some more activities are Apada Mitra. It is a scheme of National Disaster Management Authority and Assam State Disaster Management Authority with the aim to provide the community volunteers with the skills to provide basic relief and rescue tasks and send the victims to resource center during emergency situations. Solar light systems are provided by LWSIT to the villagers for the purpose of their education and livelihood. Mr. Albert, Mr. Jasaram Rabhais, Miss Lilmoni and many more are now very thankful to LWSIT and ELCA because of these activities as supported to them have ensured regular and steady income source for the maintenance of their families. Now they are safe and secured. Lutheran World Service India Trust, empowering the last, the least and the lost.